It's a good precaution. Your people,
True.
they have a lot of foot odor.
You don't say that about Italians. Don't be coming at Italians like that with those bullshit rumors. How do you feel about him saying that Italians have stinky feet?
Mario's headphones are, there we go. Turn that one. Turn the can so it's on your ear. Yeah, you want soft, not hard.
There you go. Okay. What do I think? Well, repeat that, please.
What do you think about him saying all Italians have stinky feet?
Nah, that's not true. First of all, I don't need any salami. I don't need any hardcore meat or cheeses.
Okay.
For my feet.
Wait, are you even an Italian if you don't eat any meat or cheese?
I'm Sicilian. I am Italian, but I don't like capicola. I don't eat salami. I'm not running around like going, yeah, baby, it's time for the salami to eat. It's time for, I like elegance. Prosciutto di Parma.
Nice.
A little provolone.
This man knows.
Didn't he just list a meat and a cheese?
Yes, he did. Yes, he
But
did.
it's a meat and a cheese. But it's a meat and a cheese different. Like, I have uncles. They make their own dry sausage. They make their capicola. They make their prosciutto. They make everything homemade. So all winter, they're carving meat and eating it all day, and their blood pressure is going up. I don't eat that stuff.
Wow, as you're saying all this, it's just I'm just in a bad place because he is very anti-Italian.
They are my least favorite people in Europe.
And this is
You're joking, right? You say you're kidding.
I'm not kidding at all.
Why you don't like Italians?
Because
I'm Italian, by the way. So I'm an ally, obviously. Dottavio, you know what I mean? Bosco, Dottavio. We're in the same boat.
Yeah, but
I think because other than a couple shitty watercolor paintings, you haven't accomplished anything since the Roman Empire.
Well-
other than a couple questionable men painting naked little boys, touching fingers with angels. I don't know what you guys have done.
Shit.
whoa, you're really going crazy now.
Yeah, when he goes after Michelangelo like that.
Yeah, like why Michelangelo?
You can't even build a tower straight.
Why don't you go to Donatello or go to Raphael or go to hit the Ninja Turtle?
Yeah.
So what are you, Canadian?
How dare you? You see the jersey and you assume I'm a Canadian? Don't attack me just because based on what I'm wearing. I haven't attacked your outfit.
Well, my outfit is more like a classic Hollywood entertainer outfit.
Oh, shit. I think you as a man that studies vaudeville, that's true.
Yeah.
You study
good.
vaudeville?
Yeah, I know a little thing or two about vaudeville.
Nice.
What do you know about vaudeville, you guinea?
Whoa.
Can you say that word to an Italian nowadays?
I don't like that word.
Yeah,
First
me
of all,
neither.
Let me tell you something now. Where I come from, my family are hardworking people.
Right.
In Sicily, my grandmother owned the store. My grandfather made furniture. So, we are not like, I don't want to say like some like sloppy Joe special.
Right.
So when people use the word WAP, that to me sucks.
Yeah.
My mother came here from Italy and became an American citizen.
Would you say it's like the N-bomb? Would you compare it to the N-bomb, WAP, or Guinea more?
Probably both equally to it, but
Yeah.
it's distasteful.
What about a Dago?
Because if he's Irish, I wouldn't say, hey, drunk. You know?
Yeah. No, I think he is kind of.
I am Irish, and you just said it, even though it was an example.
Oh, this is getting fire.
And it wasn't targeted at me.
You,
were thinking it. You were thinking that Irish
I
people
would
drink.
like to say you're a Canadian wannabe drunk. Or wannabe Canadian drunk.
Listen, it's
Nothing
never
worse than
gotten
Canadian, that's for sure.
Since Rat Dick Ralph departed, it's never gotten violent in this room. It might get violent in about 5 minutes here.
Oh, come on. You guys are in different weight categories. You can't go after this man.
What's the matter?
The dog, I think it just realized you smell a lot like ravioli.
You smell a lot like beer and look not
See, there you go. You've got it in you. You've got the hate in your heart too.
Listen,
let it out, baby.
Listen to me, you corned beef eating motherfucker.
That's what he is, a corn. Yeah, who eats corned beef? You know what I mean? Like, what kind of culture is that?
He sits at the counter at Cantor's, swallowing corned beef like a...
Yeah.
And then he goes to Mel's and he goes, you got any fresh corned beef? The guy's like, nah, I got roast beef. Give it to me too.
Yeah. That's not real meat. Prosciutto?
Prosciutto.
Now
Parma.
That's high quality
high
meat.
quality. You ain't gonna find a high quality corned beef. Ain't gonna find that stuff. Maybe you may find a sort of high quality beer.
You're making me wish that the United States dropped an atom bomb on Rome instead of Japan.
Nah, not at all.
I wish.
Not at all.
It would never happen,
The dog, Matisse is just remarkably trusting.
Dog is great. It's my friend. Hey, buddy, you know what you gotta do? You gotta go sick the Irish one.
Yeah.
Go nab him.
No.
Nab him, you know where? Right there in the
Come on.
side. Come
No.
on, go.
We all know that the Irish were a lot of police in the last part of the middle of the last century. And dogs, I think this dog's probably descended from a police dog that mauled somebody during civil rights.
No.
They listen to the Irish person. And
No.
Italians, what's that movie with Tarantino where the guy explains that Italians probably bred with Africans? That dog probably dislikes
you're right
you more.
about that part because I'm Sicilian. So Sicilian and Africa are very close.
It's true.
Except I'm not dark because I was born in Brooklyn, New York. But yes, I believe that. Yes.
Would you tan if you were near the equator? Do you think you'd be a lot darker?
I think if I was living there or if I was born there, I don't think I could because I was in the pool in Vegas
Mm-hmm.
and I got super red and I started bubbling up and peeling fast. So my skin doesn't have that tone like yours is
Sure.
colored.
Yeah, I got the olive.
He's
You have
colored.
the olive color. You know, he looks like a bad can of beer.
Mhm.
Listen, I'm part Spanish too, and I've been getting sunlight recently. My skin tone is beautiful. So I'll have none of that talk.
You know,
You can
I
go
like-
after
I like
anything
his
else.
Color, his color is nice.
Mhm.
Listen, in New York, you gotta understand. Like, we only get the best part of is the end of May to the end of September
Mhm.
to be good. Here, you could come out and you could sit on.
I wish I could stalk through the San Gennaro festival with a machete.
Can you believe you'd say that about that is a beautiful festival that we have every year.
Yes.
It's sacred. Just don't come after it like that. It's religious.
You shouldn't even say that on a podcast.
Anybody who's selling street meats at the San Gennaro festival, I wish I could chop off their skillet hand.
Holy shit, man. You're really attacking Italian.
Yeah, only the ones at the San Gennaro festival. I'll narrow my wrath.
Well, I'm one of the San Gennaro festivals. I don't sell meat, but I sell candy, chocolates, Tyrone.
Yeah, I bet you
And-
sell them to kids.
I sell them to anybody. I sell them, what do you mean to kids? I sell them to people.
Why would you
Fuck,
say
I'm
that?
there to make money. What do you think I'm there to do? Look at them go, no, you kid, I can't sell to you.
Yeah.
You got money? I'm selling you candy.
Sure. And if you're under the age of 14, hop in my van while you're
No,
at
I ain't hopping in any van, my friend. I'm a working hawk. I sell my stuff, and then I go home and I have to put my feet up on two pillows.
it. Hell
Gonna
yeah.
eat it,
Right.
but-
I'll eat it. Why
Okay.
wouldn't I?
You'll taste it.
He'll make like.
But if there's some cannolis next to it or something.
I gotta be honest with you. I like a nice Irish soda bread, and then you take the soda bread and he cuts it up into cubes,
Mhm.
and he makes like a bread pudding.
Okay.
So
I wish
that-
you would burst into flames whenever you put an Irish dish in your mouth. It's not for you.
Yeah, I would say the same for
Dago.
you too.
Good thing I don't eat Italian food. I don't trust
You
the
don't
people to
eat
make it. No, I don't. Man,
I
absolutely
think
not.
you guys need to maybe put some I think you guys need to maybe handcuff yourselves to each other for a couple days and learn about each other's culture. You eat a little bit of the ravioli.
Okay, so
He eats some of your corned beef.
I eat corned beef, and
Okay.
he doesn't eat my ravioli. But I gotta tell you something.
Yeah,
For somebody that hates Italian so bad,
hate them.
Mhm.
hate him so bad, you got an Italian flick right there.
Yeah, baby.
Dumb Mick.
That's
Irish.
right, baby.
Not for nothing, not for good for nothing, right?
Damn it.
You're only as good as your last can of beer from the 99-cent store in Hollywood over there
Holy shit.
We put that
on
up there.
Fairfax Avenue over there. So
We put that up there because it keeps me positive. I'm big into affirmations, meditation. When I get on this podcast and I'm having a rough day and I still have to come on here and perform, I look out the window and I see that flag and I think, hey, at least I'm not Italian.
no.
And then I feel better.
And I say, thank God you ain't Italian.
Yeah, baby. We don't need him.
Because his foot be up your ass.
That's right, baby.
Fucking, your country's shaped like a foot. It's disgusting.
It is. And we give the kick. That's right, baby.
You don't kick anything.
We
When's
kick.
the last time you guys won a war?
We kick the Irish right in the coolie. Boom, boom.
You don't kick any Irish.
Yeah.
The Irish and the Italians were side by side looking for shit shoveling jobs last
That's-
century.
Hey, they did it. They survived. The Irish brought a lot of quality to America, and so did the Italians.
You're
And
right.
They stuck together, and they built an empire. And I give grace to Ireland and Italy for both doing that. You're an Italian hater, but I'm not an
True.
Ireland hater. I would love to go to. My dream, my bucket list is actually to go to Ireland, Scotland. I really want to go to Scotland. I want to go to Ireland. I want to do that whole type of stuff. I've been to Italy. I've done that. I want to observe other qualities. And I'm not just saying that because we have a lousy Mick in front of me,
Mhm.
Yeah,
an
thanks.
Irishman. But I do want to go to Ireland and I heard the stuff in Ireland is so good.
They'll put you in bondage if you set foot on that island. They'll make
Yeah.
you a slave.
Yeah, please. That's why you guys are an island. You're not a country.
Mhm.
We're an island. Well, that's
That's right, baby. I like that.
well, Australia's a country, right? And it's an island. Here's the thing: we wanted to be safe. We were smart. We're an island. It made it hard for Hitler to fuck with us. You got wrapped up in Hitler's bullshit in World War II. Then the Allies had to come in there and kick your ass and hang your leader. And, we even did some nasty stuff to your women.
Leo, are
We
we
had to
here
do
to
it.
talk about comedy and entertainment?
I know.
We're here to talk about his fucking
If you want to slog him, you feel
what's it,
free.
Hitler and all this shit.
You know how many
Yes.
I just told you that Ireland and the Irish and the Italians, we did something good. And on
You didn't
top
do
of
anything
it,
good.
No.
my great-grandfather,
Who built-
my grandfather, he was in WW too. You know how many Italian servicemen he machine gunned down without even giving a last cigarette? He didn't even give him a last cigarette, Mario. He just lined him up against a wall and went. He knew you can't take a WAP prisoner because it'll make your jail dirty.
This is getting out of hand. This is getting hot in here, man.
He went out there. He give him blindfolds. He's like, these are optional. You could put these on if you want, and then like half did, and then just
Why don't we put a muzzle on that mouth of yours?
That's what a lot of people say when they talk to
That's
this
it.
guy.
I kid, Mario. I'm fucking around. My grandfather did not machine gun down. He was fighting the Germans in the Ardennes. He did not kill any Italians.
We're messing with it.
Listen, it's Italians, and I'm going to say this with all honesty, Italians and Irish are probably the most hated people in this world. People don't put Italians on platforms, which we should be. Because I'll tell you why in a second. And
Should put them on skeet shooting platforms.
Invented everything.
People don't put a lot of Irish on it because they're drunks.
They put us on train platforms.
Drunks. Yeah.
Drunks and mixing it, they
Mhm.
suck and they
Hey.
don't do it.
Mhm.
But
I'll give it to you.
I'm gonna tell you something. We're all God's children, and we
Yes.
should enjoy. But I tell you also, a lot of non-Italians will talk shit about Italians,
Mhm.
and guess who's in the stores buying Italian leather pocketbooks, jackets, pants, shoes? And you're Irish, you're Scottish, you're Russians.
Mostly the Asians, though. Let's be honest. It's mostly Asians who buy.
I
designer
never seen
clothing.
Asian in a Prada store. Never seen Asian in a.
Back me up on this, Jesse.
No, I never
They're
seen
dirty
in
devils.
the Gucci.
Whenever I'm in Vegas,
Gookie?
The Japanese.
Gucci
You said Gookie.
in the Gucci store. Never said Gucci.
maybe
Don't start, get your head out of that Wu Tung Fang Hang.
Hey. Listen here, you little rugrat, all right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's going hard this pod. This is
yeah.
crazy.
I thought this was gonna be a family sit down
no. Yeah, you're dressed for it.
discussing
Uh-huh.
modern day Hollywood.
I will say that you, Mario, are misguided if you don't think that Asians are like the prime market for designer luxury goods.
yeah, because they make it and
They make a lot of money, and also I think they buy into the materialism of the American dream. Like they think that if they buy a Louis Vuitton sweater, a guy won't attack them on the subway like they've seen all over the news. I think they think that.
I don't believe that because if
Jesse?
someone-
And show yourself on camera so people know we have an Asian having this racist
Yeah.
discussion.
So
I liked when you used to have a camera.
yeah,
the people didn't like it.
Well, they just are saying
I
that
didn't
because
like
you're
it.
new.
I didn't like it.
You don't
either.
know what you're talking
You didn't
about,
like it
Mario.
either.
That's just
No.
because you're racist against Asians.
Listen here, Phil and Lil. All right.
Phil and Lil.
Fuck is Phil and Lil.
It's a Rugrat thing.
It's a Rugrat joke. Because you look young. Because you look like a kid. It's good.
You got Rugrats up there. Is that what you're into? The Rugrat thing?
Yeah, he might
We
be.
are the Rugrats. We're
Mhm.
here to sing.
Is that? I think this theme song is more just it's a musical melody. It's not really there's no lyrics,
I don't
right?
remember the.
Well, Asians, to get back to my point, they want to fit in America, and they think the way to do that is through an expensive car and a nice purse.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not gonna doubt that if they have the money and if they if they're smart and they do stuff like that. But you got to understand that their ancestors come from a poor background, just like yours, just like ours, just like his. You know, back in the day, a poor man's meal. Do you know what a poor man's meal was? Whatever was left over for half of an egg, a half of an onion, a quarter of an onion, half of a potato, and they would make a frittata, and they would make something that today we'd go to Beverly Hills and we're gonna have a frittata, and it's like, no, that was what the poor men ate when they had nothing. They'd crack
Pizza is considered. Pizza was the poor man's food in Italy, right?
Because back in the day, they would have sauce from Sunday, and they'd have it in a jar, and they'd have cheese, and then what they would do is they'd take bread, whatever bread they had in their home, Italian bread, because it was in Italy. They'd cut it, they'd put it in the oven for a little bit, and then they'd put a little sauce and cheese, and that's how pizza came to creation.
That's right.
But
changed the world, didn't it?
It did. It changed the world for a lot of people. What do you feel? Because I know what he's going to say, and I'm ready. What do you think as an Italian?
Yeah.
Toppings on pizza.
I mean, I think kind of less is better.
Semtex plastic explosives.
I'm going to tell you why. I think that, he's...
Unbelievable.
You can't bring him no place.
You can't bring him anywhere.
Your pizza is what I want. That.
Here's the tip. If you're going for a classic Neapolitan 10-inch plate, and you're going for you're going to Fermo, or you're going to like a really Pizzeria Bianco, you want a classic personal, not like a cheap pizza. It's like maybe a $20, and it's a personal, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. I wouldn't ruin that with putting the stupidest toppings on there.
Same.
I would put me personally, because I like to make pizza. I like to put the dough in the oven, let it get cooked, the dough 90%, pull it out, put some cheese on, put it back in for a second, pull it out.
Can we put some organ grinding music on over this pizza description?
Unbelievable.
Pipe some delicious fresh ricotta.
Of course, love
it.
it.
Okay, drizzle some Mike's hot honey. Put in some
Mike's
cheese.
hard honey?
Hot honey. Mike's hot honey. It's all over the place. And put some cherry tomatoes.
Nice.
And then put some speck. Speck is the top layer of the prosciutto. Before they make prosciutto, it's like having perfume and then perfume.
I wish I was at your house in Brooklyn. I'd frisbee that piece of shit out the window before you could enjoy it. Right after it came out of the oven.
He's throwing hands. He's throwing hands.
I hope you burn your fucking hands with that shit.
Mario, I'd pull it out with an oven mitt. I'd let it cool down for 5 minutes, and then right when your tongue started watering, out the window.
It's right when it's 90%, right when he's about to put the cheese?
Right when he's about to... No, once it's already baked in the oven, and it's ready. And it would go into one of those empty dirt lots where little neighborhood boys are playing baseball, and I would hit the shortstop in the head with that pizza.
A poor kid playing stickball?
Fuck him. A little Italian kid from the neighborhood.
Little Italian kid?
Little Johnny Maserati.
Johnny Maserati from Brooklyn's going to get some 4th-degree burns on his face from this?
Yeah, that's nice because it comes from a Mick.
Yeah.
That's all they do.
They'd look for this guy. He'd have to hide away. He couldn't come around the neighborhood for a while.
If he came to Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, he'd get his ass kicked in the first 15 seconds.
Yeah,
once he'd open his mouth.
Especially once this pod drops, it's over.
I could go to Iran and last longer than 15 seconds.
Not in Brooklyn, dude.
Brooklyn, bitch. You would be.
I would just get jumped immediately. What about if I went to one of the hipster neighborhoods?
Hipster, they wouldn't give a shit who you are. But if you go to Bay Ridge, where it's typical an Irish neighborhood,
pull up Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. I want to see if it would actually be 15.
Salty dog.
If I parachuted into Iraq, I think I could last maybe a minute and a half before I got kidnapped.
Oh yeah, dude.
Bay Ridge,
Look at
Brooklyn. Put up the bar, Salty Dog.
Nice.
Put up Kettle One, Salty Dog, Brooklyn Roots.
These look like nice neighborhoods here, Mario.
That bar right there, Danny. You go into that bar.
That looks like a gentrified. That looks like a fake, Irish pub tourist
That is
trap.
a fireman's bar.
Oh.
And it was a firehouse once, and it's a bar. It's owned by fire department.
I'd walk in there. Hey, I heard you guys like to slide down pole.
Yeah, your sister's pole. That's what they like to slide down.
Oh, your sister's pole? Oh.
And Okay, and you go in there, you wouldn't last 30 seconds. Pull up kettle one.
They
It's
would
right.
not just beat my ass if I walked into the Salty Dog. I like the name of it.
Oh, that bar right there, Kettle One, dude, you're getting
Kettle One.
destroyed,
Thank
Danny.
Kettle
People who are just listening,
Kettle one right there, right on the corner. Typical all
is-
Irish.
these
You
look like very nice bars.
you wouldn't have-
These look like tourist traps or
No.
places that upscale people
Pull
would go
up-
to have dinner.
Pull up. Let me see what's another one there. Skinflint. Pull up Skinflint.
Skinflint, you're screwed, Danny.
Screwed for they'll skin you like an animal. There.
Well,
That's
dude,
the St. Patrick's Day.
the good
Skinflint, Bay Ridge, Brooklyn.
Mario, we heard you like to hang out at the Good Judy here. Mario, why do I feel like if you went into a dangerous neighborhood, you would get beat up really quickly too?
No, because
And that's why your idea of Irish and Italian ghettos is
because
skewed.
I'm a gentleman, and if I got into a situation on hand, I would have to know how to handle my situation. Listen, at the end of the moment, if I do get up, beat up, I get robbed, I get caught, or whatever happens, I survive. I live with it. I'm from Brooklyn, but you know, a Mick like you showing up, going.
That's all it takes.
Can you tell me how many beers are on that board? The guy go, before you count to 20, you gotta grab you by your shirt and give you a kick right out the front door. Get the fuck out of here.
That's right, baby.
Those bars, I think they would be insulted. I think if the owner was listening to this right now, he would call in.
No,
I need to
the
give you an
owner-
earful,
the
Mario.
owner of
You're just, you know, the large of a rich
Going
man.
to Skinflint in Brooklyn, Danny, you're screwed. You're
you're
toast.
screwed.
No.
You're toast.
You know what they'll use you as? The rib on the spare rib.
Okay, I want you to pull up the real estate in that neighborhood, Jesse.
Yeah.
Because Mario, I think you're deluded. I
No.
think you live in an Italian
No, that's
ghetto
an
in
Irish-
1920,
No.
and you live in like a fucking college town, essentially.
I don't live in any college town.
I think you live in a college town.
Nobody in Brooklyn goes to college.
That's not true. It's very.
Especially in the Irish in Bay Ridge.
All right, Bay Ridge. What are we looking at?
All right, it's pretty affordable. I'm seeing $300,000 condos.
Damn, yeah, you got some guys there that they don't have a lot to lose, Danny.
All right, maybe it's a little rough.
That's a nice place.
Mario, do you have one of your monkeys breaking into cars in the side yard right now?
Yeah, I said, hey, fuck this Irish guinea place. Let's break in, take something with us.
I think so.
Eh.
I think Mario put down
That's a
his
house.
organ, and his pet monkey went and is rifling through the vehicles right now looking for
Yeah,
change.
I
It's just a big Italian goon, too.
Yeah.
You know it is.
No, I'm thinking like a
monkey-
real
It's
monkey.
got like a chain.
Like a real
Actually,
monkey.
you want to know
Woo,
something?
woo.
You're right. I did come in with an organ, and I did bring a monkey, and he's sitting right there.
Okay, what are you going to do with your organ?
I'm going to play you a song.
Oh, I thought you were going to like fuck me with the organ. That's where
I'm
this is
going
going.
to break it over your head. Yeah. That house is more like a Long Island house. That's not really a Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. That's more like, that would be like the middle streets of Bay. Go to the apartments in Brooklyn, like the restaurants. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's what we're talking about. That's your kind. Yeah, that's what he belongs
Now,
in.
where do you live? You live in an apartment?
Yes, I live in a classic, an Italian in Bensonhurst apartment.
Nice.
Well, I wish Muhammad would have crashed into your place on 9/11.
Yeah, and your sister's ass. He's got a crush. Got a sister?
I do have a sister, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
may her
she
ass-
might be a brother now because you said she has a dick earlier. So
May-
I might have a brother.
May your sister's ass. I'm looking at this photo. I keep glancing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had this painted for us here.
Yeah.
You had a painting for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had-
it
yeah,
was-
I
Now,
got
it
who
was
was,
dis-
were you drunk when you said, let me put this mic on my side?
Yeah, I was.
Well, he's-
Actually, you're right.
Now,
I
who
was.
wears sunglasses to a painting when the other person...
Okay. It
Who
was a
wears
photo.
sunglasses to a painting, dude? You're absolutely right. Who the
Mario-
fuck
Who wears
does
a
that?
sunglasses? What do you think you are, John Lennon in 1976?
Listen,
Fuck you wearing sunglasses when you're in a painting.
listen, punk.